What's going on, guys? We got another morning, Tuesday, June 26th. I just want to do a quick preview for you guys this morning of what I'm looking at and why. So, for most of you members in my chat, you guys know that I like trend trading, I like following the market, and I like adjusting my positions where the market goes. So, what I'm doing today is looking at the overall market, and I was trading SPY options yesterday just because nothing else was moving. It was a tough sell-off day, so when the day is selling off and there's no money to be made on the upside, I flip my strategy and go to the downside, and I'll day trade options on the SPY. The SPY best tracks the market, I feel, so that's where I'll bring myself. So I'm going to bring you guys over to the NASDAQ 100 index. This represents, obviously the technology stock. So we're going to bring up this chart here. And you'll notice a pattern. So this is what I'm looking at today. You could tell this resistance. I marked it out. One top, two top, three top, four. Obviously this should hold as support. So you know that previous resistance, if that does later on get broken, it returns and follows up as support. So we're gonna look at the chart from yesterday's action. You could tell the bottom of this candle closed above support area. It obviously it dipped through, but we had a late rally. Some buying came in at the end of the day, and it pushed us up and closed above that resistance. That is a big sign for the bulls. If that does hold, we can move higher a significant amount. It's going to be a very volatile market. So if this does bounce and we get buying coming in this morning, we could see this bounce up 100 points, you know, and take advantage of that move to the upside, either with shares or options. So what I'm looking at is leaders in the tech sector, because the NASDAQ represents the technology stocks, and tech stocks have been one of the hottest groups out there. So we're looking to follow the momentum and follow the pattern on the overall market and into the stocks themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the charts I'm looking at. This is Apple. Now look at the chart. It's almost identical. Almost identical. And you could even tell yesterday's sell-off really wasn't that powerful. This candle wasn't very long compared to all the action on the other stocks in the sector. So Apple did bounce off this line. Didn't really experience some that crazy of volume. Obviously, the selling pressure has increased, but this bounced. So we're looking at this to continue higher, maybe get a dip buy around this area again if it decides to test it. If it does test and hold, I will go long. I'll go long options and a long stock shares in my portfolio. So that's what I'm looking at on Apple. And then even if you go over to Alibaba, which had a horrible day yesterday, um, this candle was a lot greater than Apple's. You could tell from 197 down to 187, so a 10-point move. But you could tell that the chart setup is very similar. Multi-top here, and it should hold as resistance. It did. This candle closed right at it, but this will be weak. Look at the selling pressure. We need to get longs back into this play. Some of these overweight growth stocks, could be overweight. The market is under a lot of pressure right now, so we need to get some buying coming in here, and that could push it higher. So I'm looking at those two for today, June 26th. Either trading them with options or with, just regular outstanding shares. So for updates throughout the trading day, join our group chat. I do a free analysis of what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing. You can get a free trial. Um, So yeah, I'd love to have you guys and love to teach you how this works and how my options strategy works. So yeah, check it out. The link will be down below.